Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday night. That's right. That means it's another edition of Shoot from the Hip. And tonight we've got a very special guest with us. But first and foremost, I have to say this. My co-host at this time, the lovely, the wonderful Miss Bernadette.
I must say I'm excited for tonight's show because I do love it hardcore, Rob. Let's get it done.
That's right, that's right. Okay, so we're going to kick this off. Right now, I'd like to introduce my special guest at this time. He is the former owner of Death Proof Wrestling and Sigma Tau Delta's very own Chad Warhed.
How's it going, Death Proof fam?
We're doing well, doing well. Thank you for joining us, Chad. It is an honor to have you on the show.
And let me just correct you. It's not Death Proof Wrestling. It's Death Proof Fight Club.
That's right.
My apologies. You're absolutely right. I should know that by now, right?
Yeah, we dropped the wrestling back in 2011.
Oh, Jesus. You would think I should know that, right? I apologize. So, okay, I'm going to start this off because this is really a shoot from the hip. And you know what? I'm going to give you a chance to do just that. There have been other people that have been putting on different shows and different events and what have you, and that are calling the independent circuit or the indie wrestling scene, especially up here in Ontario, nothing but welfare-infested bums welfare bums are infesting the indie scene. And I was wondering if you care to comment on that type of thing.
Are they speaking of the workers themselves, or are they speaking of the fans?
No, they're speaking about the fan base, that indie fans are infesting the indie circuit. All the indie fans are welfare. Yeah, that all the indie fans are just welfare bums.
Yeah, well, that's just complete fucking bullshit. Like, average people, you, me, fucking Joe down the street, we're all wrestling fans. Some of us are still closet wrestling fans, but, you know, the diehards like yourselves, we're wrestling fans. It doesn't matter what your fucking income is. Like, yeah, I don't see any Bill Gates coming to my shows. Well, I wish they would so they can, you know, pay for my shows. But, like, whoever said that is a cunt.
Okay.
Wow. Alrighty.
Yeah, within the first 3 minutes.
I think you said it perfectly. I don't have nothing else to add to that.
Yeah.
Within the first 3 minutes, I dropped the cunt.
Oh, that's okay. That's why we're called Shoot from the Hip.
Yeah.
So I was watching your DVD, Warhed is Killing the Business One Match at a Time, and you mentioned that when you first started, well, in fact, the first 3 shows were unadvertised due to it being illegal. Now, I watched the video, and I saw some of the matches. What made it so illegal?
No. The first Death Proof events were like Death Proof 1, 2, and 3 were fucking illegal, man. We didn't advertise because we ran out of a garage in Hamilton, in the industrial park of Hamilton, and it was $10 a ticket. $10 a ticket to come in, watch some hardcore wrestling, and as soon as you're in the building, free beer from the keg until it's empty. I didn't have a liquor license. I didn't have fucking insurance. It was highly illegal.
Oh, okay.
That's why it was by private invitation only. Only the workers on the show could invite their friends, their fans, whatever. Mm-hmm. And there were small, intimate shows, but we had some of the best matches there.
That's awesome. Okay, I know that Bernie's got a question.
Well, back to that DVD. Dude, I've watched the match with you and Giza, that Giza bomb you took looked awfully painful. Like, I don't even know what to say. I just know that, I mean, he was from, like, UFC 6 or 8, right? So he was a beast. That being said, before you watched the show back, like, before you watched it back, how much of that match do you really remember? Because I'm imagining not very much.
Which incident was this?
The Giza, the match with you and Giza.
Oh, Giza.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Giza. Yeah, that was a crazy match. 7-minute match, and I bled for half the match.
That's what I guess.
Yeah.
How much of that, before you watched it back, how much of that did you actually remember? Because I'm imagining not much.
I don't know. That was years ago. That was probably about 6 concussions ago. But I do recall that it was a fun match, but it was scary because I could not stop the blood. And afterwards, when I was in the washroom cleaning the blood off, Gazel walks in, all angry, looks at me while he's covered in my blood, like his chest, his fists were just covered in my blood, and he says, "Tell me, kid, are you clean?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, man, I'm clean, STD-free, all that." And he's like, "Good." Just, there's so much blood, they actually had to stop the show to mop the ring because...
That's all he asked was, "Are you clean?" Did he... Oh, wow.
What was that?
I said that's all he asked you was, "Are you clean?" Not, "Are you okay?"
Oh, he didn't care if I was okay. He just wanted to make sure I didn't give him fucking hep C or something.
Okay, I understand why he asked if you're clean, but I think that he would, you know...
At least that, "Are you okay?"
The follow-up question would be, "Are you okay, dude?" Like, damn.
Well, back in those days, all the workers in the locker room knew, like, that's what I do. I go in there, I get the shit kicked out of me, I'm usually bleeding. People literally just stopped asking me if I was okay because I would lie to them and say I was, even though I had to go to the hospital and get sutures put over my gash.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, I mean, now that you've gone through all these years of matches, and I mean, you've been going since 2006 or something. So now you've announced your retirement tour, or at least you announced it, you know, just near the end of last year there. Pardon?
At the tournament.
Yeah, at the Death Proof tournament when you announced your retirement tour. So my question to you is this: who on your bucket list do you expect to be able to get in the ring with before your body finally does give out? Like, how much more of that bucket list do you actually see coming to fruition, sort of thing?
Yeah, I've already came to terms with myself that I probably won't complete my bucket list because it has, like 8 guys on it, and my body's just fucking so broken. I would have been happy if that match at Smash against the Overdogs was my last match, because after the match, you know, my hip popped out of place and I bruised my kidneys or whatever the hell. I was pissing blood the next day. I just wanted it to end, but then they announced, "Hey, we're going to face each other at Death Proof." I'm like, fuck, that means I'm committed now.
Right.
So I would love to face like Agent Orange, Eddie Osborne, Jeff Black, Bad Boy Batty Bat, who, fuck, wow. He was my inspiration to be like, he was my hardcore role model. I would love to face them, but in all seriousness, I don't know if my body can take it. Like, I might be declining some other Ontario bookings because I need to save my body for some Death Proof shit this year.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. Well, being a hardcore guy, I'm going to switch gears here. It never ceases to surprise me how you, quote-unquote, shock fans with wrestling moves. So here's my question for those who don't know the Warhed story. Who helped mold Warhed, wrestling-wise?
Who has molded me? Well, a little person that no one, like some people may know of him, but Mike O'Shea, he was the first Ontario indie wrestler that took me under his wing, and he started training me, and I trained with him for like 6 months. Then I moved on to Showtime Eric Young's school, went to the Cambridge school, trained with Sean Spears and the Highlanders, then Eddie Osborne. I've trained at about 7 schools throughout the 13 years. And recently, last year, I was training at Squared Circle, and I've fucking always wanted to train at Squared Circle. Like, there's a lot of people that have helped mold me, and I guess I gotta give most of my thanks to Eddie Osborne, because he helped me crisp up some of my chain wrestling, as well as he made me a face. He booked me for a PWA event, and he's like, so you're going to be a face. My answer was, I don't know how. He said, I don't care, just do it. And then I was a face, and I built on that, and I just kept being a face, and people started liking me for some reason.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just before we go to callers, because I know that there's some people in queue and what have you.
Wait! You actually called in to like ask me questions?
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah, we have callers in queue waiting to talk to you.
If it's Adam Hayes, I'm gonna fucking punch him in the dick.
Not to my knowledge that Adam Hayes has called in. I just know that there are callers in queue. So,
okay.
So just before we get to all of that, a couple of things. Number one, I'd like to first point. If you don't mind, can you give us a quick rundown of some of the injuries or your injuries that you've sustained over the years?
Some. This is going to take up the whole hour.
Oh, well,
okay. Some of the worst ones, I would say, is being dropped on my neck by a fellow worker and popped all the ligaments in my neck. That sucked. That put me in a neck brace for 3 weeks, and I missed out on about 8 matches. Second-degree burns when the flatliners put me through a flaming table and I caught on fire. Weed whacker to the stomach. That was kind of painful.
A weed whacker to the stomach.
Yeah, weed whacker match. Against Mike.
Okay, I just want to make sure I heard it correctly. Go on.
Weed whacker match. Let me think.
Well, you've mentioned like 16 concussions.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Too many concussions. Too many goddamn concussions to count. But in all these injuries, I've never broken a bone.
Wow.
My entire life, I've never broken a fucking bone. I've cracked, like I've got cracks, I've got sprains, but I've never broken one.
Alrighty. Well, so for anyone who wants to make a call in and talk to Chad, you all know the number, 1-559-726-1300. That's 1-559-726-1300. The access code is 742021#. Again, 742021#. So that's that taken care of. So now, Al, can we get our first caller, please?
Sure thing. Let's go to Virginia.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
It's Michael P.S. Hayes.
I hope not.
No, just kidding. Good evening, Mr. Warhed. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly.
You are.
Good. I'm not a complete idiot then. I have 2 important questions, and none of them have to do with wrestling. So those should be easy.
Are they about video games or porn?
Video games. What else would they be about?
Or porn. I'm good at both.
Well, unless you want to count no, I'm not opening the Leisure Shoot Larry case tonight. The most important question on everyone's mind right now on the ward: Mortal Kombat X or Tekken 7? Which one are you looking forward to?
I don't know, because I don't play those games. I don't play fighting games. I play like Fallout and Alien Isolation, Watch Dogs.
Okay, then second question.
No, your first question sucked. Try another one.
The second question is going to be better. As we know, there are many games that we all love, but what's the one game that you love that everyone seems to hate?
Maniac Mansion? Lost Vikings? I don't know. For the NES, I love those games.
Old school gamer at my heart.
Okay, how about Comic Zone? Because that game was fucking difficult.
I don't never say those words around me ever again. I still can't get past the first level.
Of which one?
Comic Zone.
Oh, dude, I can't get past it either.
Yay, I have a brother in Canada who's as dumb as me on that game.
No, it's not dumb. It's just that game's fucking hard, man. You can't beat that first, like, main little, like, not really main boss, but the first boss guy. It's just, you can't beat him. I need a Game Shark or something.
True, that is true, Warhead. That is true. By the way, I just pointing something out here because I looked at your name. Your name kind of sounds like a video game. There's actually a video game that your name is based off of. So
there's a video game called Warhed?
Yes, for the Atari system. So you are pretty much named after a space shooter. Congratulations.
Useless knowledge. I gotta put that in the back of my mind.
Yes, useless knowledge is a good thing. Thank you for taking my questions.
Yeah, if you have any questions about Transformers, I'll answer those too.
Decepticons or Autobots?
Decepticons, because I liked Soundwave, because, you know, he had the little fucking cassettes. Yeah. But I also liked the junk bots on the planet of junk.
Yes!
Rob, buy that man a beer. He deserves a beer for being a part of the Decepticon army.
Fuck yeah.
We'll see what kind of cash I've got for this Sunday, but we'll get more into that a little later on, too.
But my favorite Transformer of all is Unicron. Why? Because it was Orson Welles' last fucking movie. Oh, yeah, I know my fucking knowledge, yo.
Oh, yeah, no. We never disputed that. All right, thanks, Doug. Al, next caller?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go down to the dirty South up in New Orleans. What's going on, man?
Yo, cool, New Orleans.
Hey, what's
going on, man?
What's happening down in New Orleans?
Man, nothing much, freezing our ass off, dude.
You're freezing your ass off. Really?
Yeah, it happened. It happened.
You know how much fucking snow we got here? Anyways,
it's a tragedy, right? Yeah, we tell people it's 25 degrees, and they're like, oh, poor baby.
How cute.
Exactly. Anyway, I got two questions for you. First one, like I heard like all those crazy ass injuries and matches you had, dude. What keeps motivating you?
The fans. Obviously, it's the adrenaline rush from a bunch of fans that don't even know me personally cheering for me to continue and to kick ass. I basically I feel obligated to kill myself in the ring for their entertainment.
Warhead, 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 Warhead.
Exactly. That's the thing that's very addictive about wrestling. It's not the moves, it's not the fucking glory. It's just the attention of strangers basically becoming your fans and then becoming your friends. It's adrenaline, man. Adrenaline is the best drug in the world.
Yeah, I hear that. All right, my second question. Now that we established that you're a Transformers fiend, Generation 1, Generation 2, which one you got?
Ooh. I want to say, what was 86?
That would be Generation 1, if I'm not mistaken.
That movie from 86 was the separation between Gen 1 Gen 2, right?
Yeah, that separated Gen 1 from Gen 2.
I would have to go with Gen 2 then, just because I loved all those new characters. I know, I'm sorry. But
no, man, that's cool. Gen 2 was cool.
I just didn't like in the cartoons when fucking Rodimus Prime and Megatron had those holographic weapons that they could just, like, bust out, like the Morning Star and the Axe. I was like, that's kind of weird.
Right.
Man, but Gen 2 was cool, man. Like, I loved all those guys. Freaking Cup and Springer and all of them. I love those guys. I love the new set of
Did you say Cup?
Yes, Cup and Wheelie.
Oh, fuck, man. Cup was awesome. He's like that old veteran guy telling all the old war stories.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then Wheelie, who always talked in rhyme.
Oh,
yeah. Blair, you couldn't understand the hell word he was saying.
Don't mind me, I'm laying a smoke.
Nah, man, I love that. I love the Generation 2. Not that I have anything against Generation 1. They were pretty awesome, but Generation 2 was way better.
You gotta respect Generation 1 because they're the ones that paved the way before Generation 2. So, but Generation 2 was cooler.
Yeah, like I remember that. I loved the episode where they told the story of the aerial bots, how they got formed and everything. I loved that episode. But at the same time, I love how Generation 2 kept making more robots. They kept making more.
That's right.
The one thing I never understand was headmasters.
Oh, dude, that was crazy. I remember that series. That was crazy.
Yeah, I never even understood it. I was like, I can't deal with this. I'm just gonna stick to the stuff I know.
Yeah, like that's when that's right after they brought Optimus Prime back. After they brought him back to life, they went to this planet and they had like these little alien people, these alien humanoids or whatever. Yeah, they became the headmasters. I forgot why, but they did.
Yeah, that's crazy shit.
Crazy. Yeah, that was like towards the end of Generation 2.
Mhm.
Okay,
yeah, that headmaster stuff started getting crazy, but yeah, dude, thanks.
Thank you for your question, New Orleans. I hope to make it down there sometime in my life. I hear it's awesome out there.
It is awesome, man. You'll love it.
I've got a bit of Gothic in me, so I'm pretty sure I'll like it.
Dude, we're just about as crazy as you are, dude.
Awesome.
Okay, I know we have another caller.
Let's go to the 918. Go ahead, man.
Hey, Mr. Warhed, this is Mr. Andrew Covage speaking at you.
Yo, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm in Oklahoma, cold as shit here too, but like I posted to our lovely host, it's not as cold as it is there probably. But
probably not.
I got two questions for you. One, where is your favorite venue to wrestle at?
My favorite venue to wrestle at? To keep things good with my current venue, I'm going to say Rock Pile in Etobicoke. Yeah. But before that, I really enjoyed a venue in Guelph called Cowboys. It was a cowboy bar. Like every weekend, it's a cowboy bar. Everyone's line dancing and all that shit. And then once every 2 months, Death Proof went in there, and we fucking broke shit and bled all over the floors, and management was happy. It was just really weird, like wrestling in a country bar.
So it'd be like wrestling like an Herb Cowboy.
Exactly.
My second question is, since we're on the Transformers theme, out of all the movies that came out, the newer movies, what is your favorite?
Nope. I'm going to stop you right there. I've only seen the first one, and I thought it was shit, so I stopped watching them.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all I had. But I am going to try to make a trip up there this summer and visit up in Canada, and hopefully I'll get to see you perform.
Plan your trip around one of my events, and if it's in the summer, we might be doing the tournament again, which is just fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You just excited a couple people on this end of the phone.
No kidding. I love those fucking tournaments.
We're going to have to do that, Rob, when we schedule our trip.
Oh, man.
Oh,
it's not in stone. I'm just saying. If we do have a tournament, it's going to be in the summer because that's when I can get the most people out and showcase all the dirty, fucked up stipulations I've got in my head.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
I'm sure there's many that we haven't even seen yet.
Oh, here's a little known fact. every single match that took place at the tournament, I've been in one of those types of matches before. That's why I was putting my roster in them. Like, all right, dog collar here, casket match here, fucking thumbtack match here. I just wanted my roster to know what it's like to feel like how I did in those matches.
Wow.
Because it takes balls to do that kind of shit. To get fucking hit with a cactus, man.
Yeah, Jesse, we had Jesse on the show, and he said he was picking out cacti, the spurs for like a week or something.
Yeah, needles. Yeah, they leave a bit of a rash for about a week.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Do you have any other follow-up questions, Andrew?
The
reason why I'm asking is because we have a new segment called Rat Chat.
Oh. Do it first.
Pardon? Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. Mr. Producer Man.
Yes, ma'am.
Al, do you have a question for Senior Warhed?
Oh, bueno, señor Jorge, quería saber si tú te gustan los tacos mexicanos o los tacos americanos, porque la señorita Bernadette le gustan todas las cosas así, pero como me gusta más a mí, pues quería saber si te gusta también a ti. Oh, you want me to say it in English? My bad. My bad.
I think the only words he knows in Spanish are cerveza, because he drinks a lot of beer. So slow down, Al. Slow down.
Oh, okay.
Yo no hablo español muy bien.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case... Well, in that case, what's your favorite beer? How about that?
Beer? I don't really like beer. I like rum and coke and tequila.
Oh, tequila.
There you go.
That one I know very well.
But
Okay.
since you speak the Espanol, I did do a character called El Jefe de Guerra, where I wore a lucha mask that had my Warhed makeup on it, and
Nice.
I just acted like a drunk luchador.
It was awesome. You should look it up. It's amazing, Al. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
I definitely will in that one.
Well, I did mention, I'm sure I piqued people's interest now, a new segment called Rat Chat. Okay, here's my thing. Being a female fan was hard enough, especially back in the day when, I was one of the only ones that I knew anyways. But a rat is a different, I'm going to use the word class, but I'm using that term loosely, altogether, of female that shows up at the show. So, as we delve into Rat Chat, my first question to Warhed, are rats good for the business? Because I've been reading some, boys' statuses lately, and they were lashing out at the rats, saying that they're horrible for business, and some people were saying that they're great for business, and how could they say such blasphemy? So I'm curious to know your opinion.
Well, saying that rats are bad for the business, well, that's only if the workers give in to temptation. So don't blame the rats. Rats are there for the single guys. I know. When I was single, holy shit, was I having fun times.
Okay, fair enough. Since this is Rat Chat, and this is Shoot from the Hip,
You want me to tell one of my classic stories?
Why don't you enlighten our wonderful audience into the wonderful world of rats?
Okay, so there's this one. We were just, talking on MSN, just flirting and shit, and then we finally came to terms that I'm going to go up and visit her for the weekend. And on my drive up, I didn't know this, but she was getting shit-faced, shit-faced drunk. I show up, she's wearing a short skirt, kind of like the plaid schoolgirl skirt, which I was like, holy shit, this is hot. And she's fucking, she didn't even care. She was so drunk that her fucking panties were showing and stuff, and right then I was like, yeah, I'm going to get laid. So, we started doing some stuff, and then I asked her to go down on me, and she's like, oh, I don't do that. I was like, what the fuck do you mean you don't do that? You don't give blowjobs? What the fuck's wrong with you? I was saying that in my head because I still wanted to get laid. So I said, fine, whatever. I can deal with that. We started fucking, and then somehow, I don't know how I managed it, but she let me put it in her ass.
Oh, wow. She wouldn't go down on you, but she was into anal.
Exactly! That's how fucked up that was. So I pop it in her ass, and she, like, makes this loud, oh! And her eyes, like, lit up and shit. So it was funny. The next morning, I get up, go to the washroom, take my morning piss. As I'm coming out of the washroom, I see an older woman there with a coffee. And she looks at me, and then she scurries into another room. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I just stuck it in her daughter's ass while she was in the next room.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You know what? I've got nothing else to say to that, Rob.
You want another one?
Sure. Why? Well, like I said, this is called Shoot from the Hip. Go for it.
Damn.
All right, another one. These two female fans, one, like, I don't know, I was Warhed, I was in the prime, I had a great body and everything at that time, and they were like, oh, you have a match coming up, can we travel with you? I'm like, okay, sure, well, why not? I could use the company, it's a long drive. So I'm driving, blah, 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 we go there, I'm waiting, and I'm main event, so I'm waiting around, and at intermission, the one chick's like, I want to have a threesome. And I just look at her and say, with who? Completely went over my head. And she's like, oh, fine, I'll just go call my ex-boyfriend instead. I'm like, no, I get it now. After the show, we'll head back. So I wrestle my match. It wasn't anything spectacular, barbed wire tables, all that stupid bullshit. And on the drive back, I'm on the fucking highway, driving a $140, getting head from the girl in the front seat while finger blasting the chick in the back seat. I get high beamed by the guy behind me because he sees, like, the head bobbing up and down. Okay. Moving away. Get back to my place. And we start doing stuff. And the fucking one chick goes down on me, and she goes, oh. I'm like, oh, sorry, what's wrong? She says, oh, you're just a lot bigger than my husband. I just closed my eyes, put my hand on her head, and let her keep going. I'm like, I just need this to end. Wow. And the very next morning, we leave my house, and my neighbor is in the backyard. He looks over at me as I get out of the house with two women, and he just gives me the smile, and I just give him a nod, like, yeah, it's because I'm a wrestler.
That just happened.
Oh, those are two of my favorites.
Wow. Oh.
Well, you know what? I don't think there's anything really else to follow that up with except where can people find you because they need to know more about Warhed. What is going up with you? What's coming up next?
Where can people find you on social media as well as any shows that you're involved with coming up?
Well, as you guys know, Death Proof this Sunday. Death Proof!
Fuck yeah!
It's going to be a great match. Sigma Tau Delta versus Overdogs, round 2. I had a lot of fun with them, even though my body's breaking down, but I know they'll take care of me and not kill me too much.
Wow.
What?
I hope they don't kill you.
Yeah, really.
Well, every time I step in that ring, you never know, like, how crazy I'm going to go, what stupid bump I'm going to take. It's just...
This is true.
If you guys are chanting loud enough, I might be willing to land on my neck.
Let's not do that.
Yeah,
I know.
Let's avoid the landing on any necks.
I'll try not to. Not making any problems.
Good God.
And as for social media, I don't know, man. I don't even control the Twitter. It's Death Proof Fight. And Facebook, I'm easy to find. That's it. I'm easy to find.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, on as well as on Facebook, you can go to Facebook / Death Proof Fight Club.
Correct.
And also on Facebook, you can go to Sigma Tau Delta. And you can like that page as well because STD is going to be running wild apparently come this Sunday as well. Also this Sunday, at Death Proof, you've got Steve Carino coming. You have Jesse Amato against the Green Phantom. You've got what their names? The Goat Brigade versus
Mike and Molly.
Yeah, Molly and Mike.
Yep, and my boy Aiden Rain, the newest recruit to Sigma Tau Delta, is going to be taking on Volcano and Rob Rage to crown the new Youngblood champion since Jesse Amato reached his 5 years and had to vacate it.
Right, and I'm really, really hoping Little Bitch wins that one.
I'm hoping too. Fuck, man. I took
He deserves that.
Under my wing.
Oh yeah, no. This kid deserves this Youngblood championship. Like he's an amazing talent. I don't know where you picked him up from, man, but he was a referee at Conflict.
He was a referee at Conflict. I took him under my wing, started driving him up to Squared Circle, and for I think it was 6 months, he was a video camera guy for Death Proof. I wouldn't let him get in the ring until he was good enough for my company.
Right. That makes sense. And again, we were just talking about this on something else last night, and it's these people that, like you, I applaud you for this. You know, you want to give those new people that chance, and you want to give them that opportunity. But promoters, all promoters out there, please make sure the people you're bringing in are ring ready. We were at an event where we saw a young lady literally break her leg within 2 minutes of a match because she didn't know what she was doing and should not have been there.
Jesus Christ.
And that was on Boxing Day.
Oh. Really? Yeah. A leg got broken?
Yeah, her leg got broken in two places her leg got broken within 2 minutes of the match because she didn't know what she was doing in the ring.
I'm hoping it's not who I'm thinking of. Well, I hope it wasn't. I just it sucks that it happened, but I hope it's not the one girl I want to use in the future.
We'll have to figure that out. But yeah, we were at a show where this happened. So promoters, all promoters out there, anyone listening to this, please, I get you want to give new people that opportunity. I'm all for new opportunities for young stars. If you're going to, just please make sure they are ring ready. Follow Warhead's example and do not put them into a ring until they are ready for that company, please, because it is really hard for us fans to watch it, and even though some of us fans kind of understand what kind of happens in a ring and what doesn't, I mean, for a match to abruptly stop because someone's broken their leg is not good business on any account. It's uncomfortable for the fans. It's uncomfortable for the performers.
Yeah, it ruins the fun.
Exactly. Anyway, so...
And promoters, if you run a company yourself, do not drop the belt on yourself. It's okay to put other people over, fuckers.
There you go.
I agree with that fully.
How many times have I won in the last year?
How many times have you won in the last year? I think it's a very short list.
Yeah, I've barely won. I think I've won in other companies. I've lost always in Death Proof.
Exactly.
Well, there's nothing wrong with putting over other talent, because if you're a fucking promoter and you've been around for a long time, you're getting old. Yes, you may still be charismatic, but you're getting old and you can't keep up. Pave the way for fucking the new kids, because they're the ones that are going to carry on the legacy and be like, yeah, I had a great match with this veteran.
That's right.
That's right.
Respect your elders.
Well, we thank you for that. Okay, so I'm just going to go into one final segment before we cut off the air here. So this is just a quick, word association, first impression type of thing. Just give me like a quick, a word, a phrase, a quick statement about the person that I'm going to mention. Is that okay?
I'll try, but if I go off on a rambling rant, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm almost expecting you to on one of them. It's okay. Yeah. So my first one to you is Balls Mahoney, because I know you had a match with him on your DVD.
I fucking loved working Balls. It was one of the easiest matches. I think there's only 3 bumps in that entire match. And, yeah, I loved working Balls. He's an inspiration when I was younger.
Nice. Now, I'm going to ask about your protege, Jesse fucking Amato.
Jesse Amato. Took him under my wing when other companies were using him as a drag queen fucking gimmick, a demented clown, an Irish gimmick. I don't know. I got him to be himself because look where it's taken him now.
That's right. And we again, thank you for that. Terry Funk.
Terry Funk, fuck, I would love to work that guy. We'd have the worst match, but fans would go apeshit because it's, Ontario hardcore fucking Warhed versus hardcore legend Terry Funk.
Okay, that would be awesome. And believe you me, us fans would fucking flock for that.
Believe me, if I had the money, I would fucking book it just because it'd be so fucking awesome and shitty at the same time.
No, I agree fully. Little bitch, Aiden Rain.
I love Aiden Rain. He's a little brother to me. He's very passionate about the business. He's constantly learning, and I'm constantly giving him material to learn from. And I love the fact that he doesn't stop training.
Okay. My next one for you is Sabu.
Sabu, I would love to meet him, but I don't think I want to ever wrestle him because he's a bit crazy. I know it would be professional, but it would be it would totally make Botchamania if he and I worked each other.
Okay. And my last one for you, and this is where I know where I'm going to allow you to go off a little and promo for yourself. Salvation as a group.
Fuck those cunts. Fuck those cunts for trying to take over my company and fuck Eazy-E, fuck his mother in the fucking ass. Fuck Adam Hayes because he's a fucking silly cunt that wears a suit that's too small for him. That's the exact same fucking suit he wore in 2009 at the very first Death Proof event he ring announced. Fuck Justin Sane for turning his back on the family. Fuck Shane Saber when I gave him a fucking opportunity and he just fucking shoved it in my face and cost me the goddamn match.
Considering Shane Saber at one point in time was the Youngbloods champion.
I know.
So that really kind of confused me. And Kirk Warmack from Goat Brigade, what is with them?
Guilty by association. Fucking Kirk Warmack, Weapon X, guy that used to paint a fucking black X on his face. Oh. Fuck them all. Fuck them all, assholes. I'm going to make sure fucking Carino beats the shit out of each and every single one of them, but I'm going to beat the fuck out of Hayes myself.
And I'm sure us fans will be paying for that to go through because we are going to love seeing that. So, yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the show for the night. I just want to say thank you again to you. So just to do some quick little housekeeping, Bernie, why don't you tell us about some of the other things going on?
You mean during the week?
No, for social media. Where can we find things like that?
Okay, how you can find us? Well, you can find me on Twitter at Gemini Diva 75. You can find Rob and follow Rob at Twitch 80. You can also find us, of course, on Facebook, Bernadette Johnstone, Rob Gosling. You can go to the social media pages also of our umbrella group, the RWF Media. You go to facebook.com/groups/RWF Media, or you can actually join the brawl if you think that you can cut a better promo than Warhed. You go to facebook.com/groups/RGW You can also follow RWS Media on Twitter at RWS Media. So that's kind of our little housekeeping there. That's where you can find all of our goodies and what's going on. And Rob's going to tell you, we've got some amazing shows throughout the week. And Rob's going to tell you about those.
That's right. Okay, so on Mondays, right after Raw, we have Rampage, hosted by our very own boy, EL.CIBERNETICO. And then on Tuesdays, we got Face Off, where we basically match up stars from today with stars of yesterday and see who would win the match as voted by you fans. That's Tuesday nights. That's hosted by Keyshawn Jones as well as, again, EL.CIBERNETICO. On Thursdays, every Thursday night, you have me and Bernie with Shoot from the Hip. And looking forward to next week. Still booking that show. So we're still waiting to get confirmation, but we're hoping to get a duo partnership on there of Pepper Bomb, but we're, again, still working on it. And then on Fridays, we have Revolutionary Honors. This is right after SmackDown. It's about 10-15 minutes after SmackDown or so, and it's hosted by Doug and Andrew. So those are the shows you want to look out for. So again, Chad Warhed, thank you so much. It was so much fun having you on the show. Thank you to all the callers. And
I've got an idea. I've got an idea for one last segment before I go.
Sure.
You guys tell me your favorite Warhed memory.
Oh my gosh.
I know you guys have been fans for a while. So within the last 2-3 years, just what's your favorite Warhed memory?
I would have to say my birthday when you dragged my ass in the ring and you got Jesse Amato to give me the worst lap dance I have ever received in my life. That's completely worth it. Oh my gosh. Just nothing but love for the Death Proof family in that respect.
And I think my favorite moment for a Warhed moment is one of the first times I ever went to Death Proof and you did your So You Think You Can Death Proof.
Oh, yes.
So You Think You Can Death Proof. Awesome.
I have always loved those So You Think You Can Death Proof shows.
Please bring that back.
Yes, please bring that back because those are amazing. But yeah, those are my fondest memories of Warhed. Is when
the drunken selfies, dude.
Yeah, the drunken selfies in the middle of matches. You'll be right in the middle of your own match, bleeding and everything. Run up to a fan and just take a selfie out of nowhere.
Hey man.
It's all of it. You are just an amazing, amazing performer, so talented and so entertaining.
It's all about the fans, man. I do it for you guys.
And it's us fans that appreciate it more than I think you'll ever truly realize. Legit.
Thank you so much. Those memories actually made me put a huge smile on my face.
Look, you put a huge smile on our face every time you...
Every time we come to a Death Proof show, you put a smile on ours. So if we can put a smile on your face even one night, it's more than worth it.
Every time I break out a dildo as a weapon.
And all the times that you've asked me to flash.
Oh, burn it out. What are you wearing?
I'm flashing right now. Too bad you're not here. Wah, wah.
Aww.
I'm kidding. I mean, that would be rude of me, wouldn't it?
I just figured you strip naked before this interview.
Oh my.
And Rob, I don't care what you're fucking wearing. Anyways, thank you again, guys.
Thank you, Warhed. We appreciate it. Okay, folks, that's it for the night. You take it easy till next week. We'll talk to you again.
See you Sunday.